Hello everyone, today's video is about a great way to make a lot of money without doing a lot of work. 2 words, finder's fees. Now in this business, there's a lot of networking that goes on, and your network equals your net worth. It's an amazing way to make a lot of money. On average, I would say the times that I've been paid finder's fees, I've made over $1,000 an hour for my services. It is not common to make that type of money, so that's why it's something I'm always on the lookout for. So I'm gonna explain how it works and share in detail. A friend calls me and says, hey, there's $200,000 in materials for sale. I wanna get you in here so you could make some money. I get in there and we basically buy the place, or we make some kind of deal, or we make no deal. Some finder's fees are negotiated verbally, some are contractually, and some are complimentary, meaning it's just a generous kickback as a way to say thank you. It really depends on how the deal's gonna go. Now, I'll explain something a little more fun. When I walk into a business and I meet the owner, sometimes I meet a seller that wants too much money, or I'm not a good fit for them, but I know someone that is. That's where the referral fee comes into play. Sometimes I do it as a courtesy and I'll say, hey, I'm not interested in this antique Canon, but I have a friend who is. And I can call him and say, hey, I want to introduce you on a deal. I'd like a 5% finder's fee on that. It's good to negotiate ahead of time so that the buyer comes in knowing that he's gonna be paying 5%. Another thing that's common is a complimentary fee. That's a referral thank you. And that comes in if the guy comes in and he buys a $10,000 Canon for $2,000 and he kicks you a couple hundred for saying thank you. That's a typical thing in this business that will keep me calling him again and again and again. It's a way to say thank you. The best way to make a finder's fee is if you know someone with crazy expensive artwork or an estate and you don't have the resources to take it on yourself, you can call an auctioneer or a service, and it's very standard to ask for a referral fee. Recently, I met a business owner that wanted to sell a tremendous amount of stuff. I don't have the resources to take 20,000 square feet worth of goods. So what I did is I asked him, hey, have you ever considered an auction? He goes, oh yeah, they're never gonna work. We're never gonna do this. Well, I said to him, right now, sell what you can. But eventually there's gonna be a time where an auction makes sense. What that looks like is they're limiting the inventory that they have. They keep selling off what they have if they're not reordering. Eventually, rent, taxes, and employees come around to a point where they need to get out of the building. I recently, last year, worked a deal that took me 9 months. All I had to do was email him once a month to ask him, hey, how's it going? What's the update? How's the inventory? Are you ready to move on to an auction yet? Well, eventually, I got the call, not from him, from the auctioneer. And what I did was I CC'd the auctioneer in the email so he would see I was pushing the deal. It took me about 45 minutes of work over those months, and I got a reimbursement for like $1,700 for my commission. That is literally almost $2,000 an hour, and it's one of the few opportunities where I didn't have to do any real work and I made a lot of money. I hope these kind of tips help you make exponential money, because it's great to sell stuff online, but it's even better when you didn't have to sell anything at all. You sold your network to help your net worth. And I appreciate that. I thank you for tuning in today. If you have any questions, put them down below. I'd love to talk more about it. I'll talk to you soon. Sell it, yes sir, sell it.